John's Wacky World. He said he once held and almost owned a mini Oscar. One of the mini ones given to people in the 1930s. I think 300 were made. It had an MGM 10th anniversary plaque on the front and had been held a lot and was repaired. I got outbidded, stopped at $200, but it was real. After I went home to research, regret not bidding another $50. I would have had a real Oscar. That guy that got it sold it for a huge profit. Darn it. Hey, you know. Oh, yeah, you know, for the one that got away. I haven't ever put forth no argument, no government is a good idea, but you said the government fails. I know you said that. But your mention of a more efficient and downsized system is more like my cup of tea, and I have to agree. I mean, nobody likes to see waste. In fact, Obama has a program for bounty hunters that find waste and turn people in will get an award. How's that? Let's get those wasters like KBR and Halliburton. I read something today that that there was so much waste in construction and the way things were handled in Iraq. There were cash payments and people getting away scot-free for American companies taking money and doing nothing. That was so mishandled. And why? I was listening to an interview, Rachel Maddow was interviewing Nancy Pelosi. Look, I don't hate Nancy Pelosi the way right-wingers do. I don't really get it, you know, why they hate her so much. But I am angry with her for not impeaching George Bush, which she said the impeachment was off the table. And a lot of it is like about getting priorities straight and all that. And we didn't have dead rights. But starting a war for no reason, I would think is an impeachable offense much more than getting a blowjob. Nobody died because Bill Clinton got a blowjob. Lots of people died over invading Iraq. But anyway, I digress. Though to weigh on your analogy, I feel the people are the engine and the government is the frame. No, the government is the people. A government for the people, by the people. How can you feel that the government is the frame and the people are the engine? The engine, the people, that's why we have a democracy. Oh, and some people say, no, it's a republic. The republic idea is that there's we put these magical people up on a hill and then we let them run everything. And that's why Republicans hate the government. They hate themselves. And you do need a quality frame, of course, you know? But no, I think the engine is, I'm not going to take that any further. I was just saying small equals big. And in many cases, sometimes the small thing is great. I'm a believer in think small. I loved my MG. It was a little two-seater. That's all I need. I didn't have a family, had a tiny little engine. I loved my little MG. But in some cases, you want something big and heavy duty. Sometimes, I mean, I worked with my hands and I used hammers a lot. And sometimes a little tiny hammer is what you wanted. That's what did the job. No need to pull out that giant hammer. But when you need the giant hammer and you're trying to hit away there with that little hammer, that's useless. This whole like small government, make it so small. What is it? A famous right-winger said he wanted to make government so small then he could drown it in the bathtub. Okay? That's a right-winger said that. I forgot who said it. But Rush Limbaugh used to quote him or run the clip all the time. They wanted to undo everything that FDR says, everything that FDR did, which got us in the situation we're in now. And Witzke Man's always talking about it, Louis Arrighi, the Glass-Steagall Act. And look, I'm not a big historian on all these things, but apparently the Glass-Steagall Act was one of those things, I'm not even sure if I'm saying it right, was one of those things that came out during FDR. When they removed it, it allowed companies or loan people that weren't banks to get into the banking business. And that allowed all that bullshit that happened with all those companies that have two names. Woodward and Sheridan. What's the famous one? I can't think of it now. Oh, the one you heard so much about. AIG. Barney Smith. Whatever. Smith and Barney. I don't know. Team Pink commented, thank you. Sometimes less is more. Yeah, she's advocating the short Fez. I like the quickie, Fez, myself. Yes, we like a quickie. I don't think reading every single comment and responding to it would be fun for you. Do and talk about whatever gets you excited. Shout outs are nice, and thank you for mine. Yes, yes, Angie of Team Pink. Here's your shout out. Thank you for watching. The Oink says, another boring sober video. Yeah, he wants me to be drunk. He wants to see me drinking alcohol. I said, when I'm fully employed, I will celebrate with gin. Of course, Alan, formerly known as Crazy Cat F Guy, now as Fuckery for You 1958, is constantly telling me how much he hates gin. He says he could ship me some cat urine and you can ferment it. It'll taste the same. No, 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 no. I told him gin smells clean. I've smelled cat pee before. It doesn't smell clean. The Oink says, but you got to bloody well get a haircut the way employers would want a neat and tidy arse licker type. I've never been good at that, the butt kiss person. I know somebody on YouTube that really butt kisses somebody else. He does such a great job of it. You need a haircut to fit that image or you won't be drinking gin ever again and you're in your old age. I know, thanks for reminding me. And nobody employs old bastards with flower pot hats these days unless you're making nuclear missiles cheap. You know, he keeps saying I could get into the war, but there's no, like, building nuclear missiles in my town, okay? All right, we're done covering the comments, I think. Should I end YouTube now? Dun da da da! Thanks for watching, Doofez. God, there's just one little thing, okay, I want to say.